Hello, seedlings of light. Welcome back to Black, Gray, and White. I'm Bailey.
I'm Sandy.
And today we are talking about the cleanse, the Ayurveda cleanse.
Ayurveda cleanse. So Ayurveda practitioners suggest that you cleanse twice a year, kind of like spring and fall cleaning. So out with the old, in with the clean.
In with the new self.
That's right.
New self.
So if you've never done a cleanse, those are things to think about. There are several practitioners that do online cleanses. This Banyan Botanicals, they have a whole kit with some instructions. Shakta Vida. She is actually one of my favorite. She has one where you can sign up online and do it. And then also my Ayurveda specialist, Blissful Ayurveda.
So, small note, we are not Ayurveda practitioners. We are not certified. All of this is just thoughts and sharing. So, before you start a cleanse, before you do a cleanse, we strongly recommend going to your doctor, healthcare practitioner, or we will include that Blissful Ayurveda, your practitioner, which she does do distance, right?
Yeah,
online.
Long distance.
Mm-hmm. So you can do that everywhere, but do not take us our word with a grain of salt. We're not professionals.
No, we're just going to give you our experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our videos are, is our experience on how that happened, how it went down, and
the fun. So a little bit on my backstory. So, like always, my mother drags me into things. That's just kind of our relationship, as she leads and I follow. And growing up with an extremely organized mother, you get things like this, which is an entire binder of day-to-day instructions on how to do your cleanse. Yeah, tabbed, excuse me. How dare I insult you like that?
Color tabs.
Color tabbed binder with your daily cleanse experience. So when we say we take this seriously, well, one of us does, then we get that going. But yeah, and she has a list of everything you do every day, affirmations. Do you want to do like just a one-day sample?
I'll just go through. So we do the cleanse twice a year, and this is a 7-day cleanse. They do have a 14-day cleanse for those that are interested in it. Yeah. I've been doing it for, over 15 years now, and I actually like it, and I think my body looks forward to it. I will say I talk people into doing the cleanse every now and then, and for some reason they only do it once.
Shocker. So the one thing that I like about the cleanse, sorry Mom, and then I'll let you go into that. One thing I like about the cleanse is you feel better because you get all the nasties of just like processed foods, sugars out of your body.
It's a great detox.
And your stomach shrinks. So let me tell you what, maintaining is a lot easier after the cleanse than it is before.
Yeah, you're just not craving those sugars, or whatever you were craving. Mine happens to be sugar.
Mine's salt, and it's no caffeine, no sugar, no fats, and no meat.
Yeah,
dairy.
I think the dairy and the meat mean the fat part.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay,
but I'm not positive. You should talk to your practitioner.
Yeah, exactly. This is what a practitioner is for. All the questions that we pose. Okay.
So on day one, you do oil pulling, and I think we talked about that in oil in
the
Ayurveda.
Overview.
And you take and you swish coconut oil, which is supposed to be a natural tooth whitening. And if you Google oil pulling, you will come up with some great stuff. I will tell you some tips and tricks on oil pulling. The very first time you do it, I would take, and it has to be liquid coconut oil, not fractionated, not solid. I did have a friend try chunk.
Gosh, that makes me sick.
And so fractionated coconut oil, take a little bit because it will feel that it swells in the mouth. And then you're going to want to have like a triple line garbage can or a jar that you spit into. And so what it does is it pulls out all the toxins. And you would be surprised. So it will thicken with the toxins.
It does, yeah, it does. It changes consistency noticeably.
Yeah,
noticeably changes consistency.
And if that doesn't sell you on it,
but wait, there's more. Look at it, terrible infomercial.
Yeah. This is why people only do it once with me.
Shocked. Okay.
If that doesn't sell you, then there's tongue scraping, and there are different metals to use for tongue scraping, and
Copper and stainless, right?
yes. And so you'll want to again check with your practitioner to see which one works for you or is best for you. But what the tongue scrape does is it takes off all the nasties, especially if you're an open mouth breather, all the nasties in your mouth throughout the night that accumulate, and it gets all that crud off. Then it also, like reflexology, it stimulates all the organs, saying it's time to wake up and get ready for the day. So it's like a little welcome to the world day.
A little aggressive, but yeah, welcome.
And then there was a lot of talk, maybe it's over now, maybe I missed that social media trend, but about drinking lemon water first thing in the morning.
Warm.
Yep, more room temperature or warmer lemon water for, what that does is it stimulates your liver to wake up.
And the reason why you drink warm and not cold is so that your body doesn't have to put forth energy to warm it. It's easier on the system. The cleanse is all about easing on your system.
Ease, yep. And you can do lemon or ginger. I actually do lime that's been what works for me, but everybody's different. And then the Shataveda, she actually does affirmations, which are really cool. So this is when I cut them off, or I print them all out for my cleanse.
And she labels them what day it is.
This is day 12, and it says, my words and actions come from an inner sense of balance and calm. And so that kind of is how you start your day. And then dry brushing, which we talked about. And that's where you can take a dry brush or silk gloves and you pull
towards your heart.
Yep, everything goes towards your heart. Google that. And then
the oil, do you have that?
I know. So self-abala, no, I don't have that here. And that's pretty much just putting oil on your skin again, a little self-massage.
Repeating your affirmation, right?
I feel you should repeat. I've had the most success with repeating my affirmation, actually through most of these processes. And then Nasa oil, and that is for you put a couple of drops of oil in your nose, each nostril. This one's balance within and healing within.
So, pause for the cause to tell a nice fun story.
To sell them again,
yeah, to
would
sell
you
them
like
on it.
to?
So I started this when I was still in high school underneath my mom's roof, which explains why I started it in high school.
Why you had to do it.
Why I did it. So you do the nausea oil, and she might have told me how many drops to use. It's her word against mine, and I say that she didn't. So I go in there and I do the whole dropper just straight up my nostril, just in it. And I come out and I'm burning and crying and like oil's running down my face. And I'm like, why would you do this to me? And she goes, it's 2 drops. I was like, oh, no wonder it was so terrible. It's not that bad.
And it does say suggested dosage, put 3 drops under your...
I didn't read
that. Oh,
that.
this was for your tongue.
Yeah, that's probably why it burned. So yeah,
this one's 1 to 2 drops in each nostril.
So read the directions and talk to your Shame Suk, just because.
Yeah, they're very helpful. They'll go through it all. But this is just what you do in the morning to get ready for your day. Now
it's for the meals. Go ahead.
And so day 1, eat a couple of beets, make a homemade smoothie, some apple cider. Apple juice, not cider, and then taking a bunch of herbs with each one of your meals. And
just type this up. How cute. So, and just a thought. These are actual pills that I take during the cleanse, and these are just mine. So just to be a forewarned, and your Shame will go into what you need. I'm lucky enough that my mom does it for me. So. Go ahead. And
then they have yoga, certain positions, just like they say, the yoga, certain stuff where downward dog does different things for each person. And then yoga, journal, meditate.
Pranayama, conscious deep breathing.
So you're alternate nasal breathing, and
gentle exercise.
Yeah, so during your cleanse, you don't want to do a lot of exercise. So you're not going to run your marathon. You're just going to take it really nice and gentle that week. It's kind of like you're just babying yourself to let old things go and
all the toxins release. Yep.
and come through. And you do that for 1 through 5 days, and then on day 7 is, or day 6 at midnight or early on day 7 is we have you can take an Epsom salt bath, and it's the elimination part, and this is where Bailey is going to sell you on some more.
Which is the best part of the cleanse. So elimination, I'm going to go ahead and let you use your imagination on what that means. So basically you're forcefully removing all the toxins that have accumulated in your colon. So it's a little bit aggressive. So know that going in. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because I want you guys to have like realistic expectations of what this is. The reason why I am so like against the swishing of the oil in your mouth is because there's 2 ways that you can get the elimination process started. You can drink prune juice, or you can drink castor oil, and I've done that. And
a spoonful of medicine.
You can see that I react very well to that, and it actually like takes me back. So I was working, and my job was on site, so I was staying at the place that I was working at and working there. So I was just on property 7 days a week, 24/7, and it was day 7. So I was going through my motions, working, staying real close to a bathroom, just living my best life. And it was late on day 7, I would say like 6 or 7 o'clock. So I was feeling pretty confident. I'm a lot lighter. I swear like 30 pounds, maybe, just like living my best life. That was an exaggeration. Living my best life. And I had to toot, right? And I'm like, well, no big deal, not worried about it, going about it. So I let it go. And if you could imagine what happened next, I wasn't done eliminating. So thank goodness I was within steps.
That was a little risky.
It was. I'm not saying that I didn't take a chance,
risky.
But I did, and it didn't pay out. It was, I trusted it, and I shouldn't have trusted it. I should have just went. So thank goodness I was close enough to a bathroom to be able to change clothes. But in all seriousness, don't trust a fart on the 7th day of the cleanse. You just stay on the bathroom. And then for my partner and I, we're actually going to have to alternate our cleanse day because we only have one bathroom in our house, and we can't be fighting over it.
Segregation.
It is. Yeah, we will.
But that's what it's like, and
you really, I can tell you after the cleanse, you feel much better and healthier and lighter and more full of energy is my experience.
Yeah, people will be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. But you get into it. Boy, after I've been doing it, I think my body actually requests it. It's like ready. And I will give you a little preview in the next couple of weeks of what's happening.
Yeah, what she's doing, she's going to do a video diary of it. The first 3 days are the roughest. If you can, and it's just because you're detoxifying from sugar and everything that we like in life, right? Like that's, and that's why you're crabby and it's hard. But once you get used to it, I mean, it's just like anything else. So I recommend taking the cleanse. Even after all of that, I still recommend the cleanse.
Yeah, and and the one Blissful Ayurveda, they actually do a group cleanse.
That'd be nice.
So it's everybody's together. Well, both. The Shatavada also does a group cleanse. So you're on a call, everybody's talking about it. It's all important.
It's always good to have camaraderie during this week. It does help because it is interesting.
So that is cleanse twice a year,
exactly.
Whether you need it or not.
Exactly.
Under an Ayurveda specialist. And
let us know if you've cleansed before and send us any thoughts, blackgrayandwhite1@gmail.com.
Scroll down to the bottom, leave us a comment on how many times you've cleansed, if you've cleansed, and if you can appreciate Bailey's situation.
Even without a cleanse, it's a situation you can appreciate. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Sending love and light. Bye.
Bye.